Bolivia remains in a political vacuum with no constituted government. The second vice president of the Senate, JEANINE, the most senior opposition figure in the assembly, has called for a session in the afternoon, which she hoped would name her as president of Bolivia. However, lawmakers from Evo Morales' MAS party are blocking the session. Our correspondent Freddy Morales has the latest from La Paz.
Estamos aquí en la Plaza Murillo y
We are here in the Plaza Murillo and following closely what happens right here in the Legislative Assembly. For 11 o'clock in the morning, a session was called of the lower house, but the session couldn't begin for two reasons. Firstly, because the members of Congress from the MAS party of Evo Morales didn't arrive. Secondly, the first vice president, Susana Ribeiro, a member of the MAS, which has the majority in both houses, made it known that she has not resigned from that post, that she is still first vice president, and in that capacity she has suspended indefinitely the session of the lower house. This has generated a conflict with other lawmakers who are in the minority, because they were planning to hold a session, elect the parliamentary leaders who are missing, and then at 4 p.m. attend a session of the whole Congress with both houses. Given these two developments, members of the opposition are telling us that they consider JEANINE as already being president of Bolivia, and that the parliamentary session to ratify this is a formality. So we will see what happens next.
Several major social movements have mobilized in rejection of the right-wing coup. Henry MAMAN, a representative of the Trade Union Confederation of Intercultural Communities, told the media that his organization would not accept the resignation of Evo Morales.
We, the intercultural family, will never go down on our knees. We will always stand and resist. So we call on our colleagues to stand up and mobilize permanently. We, as the Intercultural Confederation and family, won't accept the resignation of our brother president. For it is today or never, to live or to die, in defense of the Bolivian people and the democracy of the Bolivian people. The Bolivian people will not allow this coup and the far-right groups to get their way. We thank Bolivian citizens in Alto for their support and mobilization. Also, our colleagues from the other organizations, and that's why we call on our colleagues for a national mobilization today. We aren't afraid of you, Mr. Camacho. You came here to carry out a coup d'etat, to discriminate against us, to divide us, to humiliate us. And we, the people, are here to say that you will never be our president, Mr. Camacho. The people will never accept you or someone like Carlos Mesa, who in that Black October himself killed people in El Alto.
Leaders of Bolivia's main campesino movement, the CSUTCB, declare that it is in a state of emergency given the events.
They have massacred the Bolivian people before, and now they are massacring the people again. We say stop. The CSUTCB today declares itself in a state of emergency, in a nationwide blockade. We have been peaceful. We have sought dialogue and unity. We have always been cautious, but now the glass has overflowed. So we communicate to all our regional organizations throughout the country that we are taking the measures that are needed. We have taken part in so many blockades, marches, hunger strikes, and other protests. We have brought down governments and dictators. Our regional organizations will select their strategic points and we will mobilize everywhere.